All right. Welcome on in, everyone, to First CSP and another episode of Sunday Special, another update episode where we're going to go back and take a look at one of our former first issues and hopefully provide a little more accurate information to help you with identification. So, back in episode 62, we took a look at Scenic Trails 274. Again, if you look at the most current collecting guide, they have separated that first issue into two variations, the T1A and T1B, where the stitching for the council area being horizontal or vertical is what differentiates the T1A and T1B. If we go back in time to previous collecting guides, we're going to find that those were originally separated into two more variations. So T1A and B were the horizontal stitched council areas, and T1C and D were the vertically stitched council areas. I'm going to be able to show all of those to you today so you can help with identification purposes. Heading over to the patch table, we're starting off with the two horizontally stitched council areas. These in the 2004 guide and previous would be the T1A and B, T1A at the top and T1B at the bottom. The T1A is defined specifically with what they call a bright yellow border. Notice the T1A and then as well the T1C and D will have this color border. They call this bright yellow. To me, it looks darker than the T1B, which they just call yellow. This looks brighter to me. But regardless, it is consistent. You will see this more golden-ish yellow border on the T1A, C, and D. Where the T1B has a yellow border, they do list the sky here as pale blue and the sky here as light blue. Certainly the T1B looks a bit darker as far as the blue twill color in general. And that's going to be about it as far as the differences between the two, at least on the front. When we do flip them over, it becomes pretty easy to identify the A versus the B, because I do believe that the B's will all be plastic backed. It is also worth noting that T1C and T1D will also be plastic backed. The only one with this lighter yellow border is the T1B. Now they call this bright yellow and they call this yellow, but the lightest color yellow in my eyes is the second one, the T1B. Both of these again having that horizontally stitched council area on the map. So that's the first two. And now what used to be called T1B on, or is called now, I should say, on the most current guide, but used to be T1C and D. Again, these have a similar color border to the T1A. They do also list these as bright yellow borders in the 2004 guide. We'll see that both these council areas are vertically stitched. When looking for differences here, they do list this as a blue sky for the twill, and they list this as dark blue. It does appear slightly darker. I will actually say one of the things that sticks out the most to me is that the map of the state here is much darker red for Michigan on the T1C as compared to the lighter red T1D. You can see some stitching differences across the two issues as well. But that's going to be your primary distinction here between the T1C and T1D. As always, we do hope that you're finding these update videos to be at the very least entertaining, and if you're a collector, informative. We are trying to provide the most accurate information as possible, and where we do find that we're gathering more accurate information, we are going to try and go back and update where it's necessary or where we're able to provide those additional issues so that you can get a better picture of what was produced around the first issue for these councils. We'll be back again tomorrow with another brand new episode of First CSP. We hope to see you bright and early Monday morning. But until then, I want to thank you all again for stopping by to watch the video. We hope you're enjoying the collection as much as we are sharing all of these amazing patches, pieces of art from across Scouting America with all of you. Until tomorrow, hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you on the next one.